of America in a surprise 10 events, but we should not be surprised taking into consideration what has been happening between South Africa as well as the United States of America since Donald J. Trump emerged as the president of the United States of America. We have seen U.S. taking drastic measures against South Africa. Part of those is not attending the G20 summit, which is already ongoing, scheduled to take place. During this particular weekend. And to worsen things now is that the U.S. State Department has revoked the multiple visa entries to the United States of America to the chairperson of the Nelson Mandela Foundation, as well as the former Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Naledi Pandor. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, Rihlonipani Global News. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we stream live, you become the very first one to watch us. Things are not seemingly okay between the United States of America as well as Pretoria. It started with the government of the United States of America, led by Donald Trump, accusing South Africans of committing acts of genocide against the Boers in South Africa, of which this was a claim that was reported by AfriForum, representing the Boers in South Africa, who were saying there is a genocide against the Boers in South Africa, a claim that has not been proven by the United States of America. Now we understand that there is a G-summit that is scheduled to take place in the Republic of South Africa. Already the United States of America have said it would not be attending this G-summit. It appears the president of South Africa made the things worse when he said there was a U-turn that the United States of America had actually made regarding its position on whether to participate or not to participate during the G20 summit in South Africa. That angered the Trump government, and this was revealed by the press secretary of the Trump regime in America, saying they are not pleased with the statement that was made by the president of South Africa. And today an announcement has just been made that the former Minister of Foreign Affairs, that is Naledi Pandor. What did Naledi Pandor do during her tenure as the Minister of Foreign Affairs? She took drastic measures, especially against the state of Israel, perceived as a strategic ally of the United States of America. The posture that was taken by South Africa, especially regarding the conflict between Israel as well as Palestine, it appears not to have pleased the President of the United States of America, that is Donald John Trump. Not only that, I think matters were worsened by South Africa deciding to take Israel to the International Criminal Court of Justice, and Israel found wanting by that particular court. If you understand, the Trump administration has also further sanctioned the International Criminal Court of Justice, specifically for condemning the state of Israel, and also definitely you would expect the very same administration to take a similar posture against the nation that fronted that particular case. And also we know that one of the military generals of South Africa visited Iran and made remarks that actually did not sit well with the Washington in Israel. One of the military generals in South Africa, I've forgotten his name, he went to Iran and issued some statements that they were going to support the state of Iran against any actually foreign attacks, and that was not taken well by Israel as well as also the United States of America. Of course, the South African government quickly distanced itself from the visit that was done by the military general, as well as also the statement that were said by the same military general. And we know that already the United States of America has frozen some foreign aid that they were giving to South Africa. I mean, from the look of things and from the exchanges that have transpired during on the sidelines of the G20 summit, I think one can actually tell that there is an urgent need for the government of South Africa to engage the superpower, because you can't be seen to be on the wrong side of the superpower. I think Zimbabwe is the best example of what United States of America can actually do to you, especially if you come against their foreign interests. They don't have permanent friends, according to their motto, but when it comes to foreign policy, but they have got permanent. They say they don't have permanent friends or enemies, but they have got permanent interests. That is why you have seen the United States of America taking diverse postures, especially when it comes to its foreign policy. Now I'll just read from one of the publications by the South African actually online publication. It says U.S. revoked Naledi Pandor's visa, and says the United States has abruptly revoked the visa of former South African international relations Minister Naledi Pandor in a move that has raised diplomatic eyebrows and intensified already strained relations between Washington and Pretoria. The decision comes at a moment of acute diplomatic friction as the U.S. boycotts the G20 summit. South Africa is currently, South Africa is currently hosting and moves to block the meeting's outcomes. Pandor, who now chairs the Nelson Mandela Foundation, confirmed on Thursday that she received an email from the U.S. consulate in Cape Town informing her that her multiple entry visitor visa issued in 2024 has been cancelled without explanation. She told journalists that she had no idea why the U.S. took the step, but acknowledged being aware of lobbying efforts calling for her exclusion. Among those campaigning against her is former South Africa Jewish Board of Deputies member. Sorry, let me just. Jewish Board of Deputies member, that is Lawrence Noah Sennett, who has accused her of aligning with pro-Palestinian states such as Iran and Qatar during her tenure as South Africa's top diplomat. The former minister has been a polarizing figure internationally. She played a central role in South Africa's genocide case against Israel as the International Court of Justice, and has remained an outspoken advocate to Palestinian rights. Her past engagements include a 2023 phone call with Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh, which she defended as a humanitarian discussion, have drawn criticism from Washington. In recent speeches, Pando has also sharply criticized the United States, arguing that it could no longer be viewed as the world's leading democracy and had become a global threat. Since stepping down from government, Pando has twice visited the U.S. in 2025, meeting with advocacy organization Justice for All, which campaigns on Gaza and frequently compares the crisis to apartheid era South Africa. Her growing prominence in global justice movements appears to have intensified political scrutiny of her activities. Pando says she has not yet decided whether she will apply for a new visa, noting that the process would require an interview she is unsure she is prepared for. The unannounced revocation of a visa belonging to a high profile former minister is a friendly nation marks an unusual diplomatic development, one that underscores deepening tensions over foreign policy, human rights, and the shifting global order. So that is what is currently happening between the United States of America as well as South Africa. We hope that these two nations will reach an amicable solution. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Umhlabane is signing off. Let me love and leave you. Let's meet you on the other side of the live broadcast as I give you